welcome back to my channel. My name is Leanne and today we are doing the flip through of my most recently completed journal. This one I kept from July until September of 2017. It is my 7th completed journal of the year. For those of you that might be new to my channel and just stumbled upon this video, I do a lot of creative journaling, and that's what this is. It's not an art journal, but it's not a written journal. It's not a scrapbook. It's all of it. So, we're just going to do a flip of this baby today. If you would like to see more in depth of anything that I've worked on in this journal, pretty much all of it is filmed within Creative Week videos, which I will leave the playlist linked here or in a card for you. It will be within a certain time frame, obviously, so look for videos I posted from July to September, and you can see me working in it. And with all that said, let's just jump into the flip. So this is a insert that I had made myself. For those of you that are curious, I make my inserts with Midori MD paper, Tomoe River paper, Becky Higgins pocket 6x8 pocket pages, and then whatever other little inclusions I feel like throwing in there. Sometimes there's vellum, sometimes there's random bits of paper. You never know, but I do make my own journals. So I get a lot of questions about that. Where's your journal from? I make them. So this was the beginning of my journal. This is a scan of a page that I did in a pen pal journal that I do with Jenny. If I mention anyone, I'll try to leave them linked as well, so you can check them out. But I really liked how it came out, and unfortunately I didn't get to film that one. I don't think I lost the footage for it. Oh no, I did get to film this. I lied, sorry. So I will leave that linked for you. This is just a Project Life printable card from Inky Quill's Patreon with some little lace washi there and a sticker. This is part of my printable that I released for free. You can find it in my last journal flip, I believe. So, put that there for you. This was going to be just a collection of songs that I was into while into this journal, but as you can see, I didn't get very far with that, and that's okay. It is what it is. It's just a pretty watercolor page with, you know, some stencil, and that's fine. This is a picture of me at the beach where I just did some layering with some of my favorite papers. I love these papers so much. And I'm currently into like this wing thing. Still doing that in my journal now. This was a ink drawing that I tried out. Wasn't crazy about it, but that's alright. I like it now. In the moment I was like, ugh. But I like it now. Then here we just have a pocket that I stuck some folded up journaling in with just a little Tim Holtz ephemera bit there into a library pocket. I took this girl out of a High Fructose magazine. Just some background work there. This was my first pocket page. So I did some journaling about this day at the beach, which is the same day as this photo. And I do have a little date on there, but I'm not too worried about it. When I go back through my things, I'm not concerned about date. As long as I know what month of what year it was in, I'm usually pretty okay with it. So that's just kind of how I work, for those of you that are curious. This was a book I was reading, Running with Scissors, and one of my favorite things to do in the summer is sit outside and read. So I was just documenting that, and then I had this amazing margarita. I really love margaritas, so I put that in there, and I posted it to Instagram apparently, so I took a shot of that. This was from Romany's Realm on her Patreon for the 1 month that I was pledged to her. So that was pretty cool. More magazine cutouts and some swatches and some vintage receipts from 1944. Here I made a little journaling pocket with, you know, some journaling on it, self-explanatory. There's a little baggage tag tucked in there. And then I just glued this quote from a magazine on here. If you aren't into the rambly flip through and you've made it this far and you're like, oh my gosh, this is going to take forever, it will. I always do a sped up version of the flip through at the end of the video, so if you want to just skip ahead and do that, that's totally fine. Just in case. Anyway, I had found this piece of acetate into the book, and I just used it as a little like poem surface, I guess, because it's already printed and I like that. So I wrote a little poem with my Tim Holtz clipping stickers. I love these things so much, like so much. And I love making little poems that only make sense to me with them. So this one says, knowledge which costs nothing, a little bit of everything, something indispensable, miscellaneous exercises, side by side, curiously, lesson 175. And there's a little star brad. I put those all throughout my journal. You'll see those. And then this is where I started August, so I know that anything before this is July, and then August is after that. So here's another one of those pocket pages. I had journaled stuff. I had journaled this part, and this is Courtney Little Raven Inc.'s Patreon. Another margarita. This is a wooden piece that I glued on there. And then this was just something I got a pair of sunglasses in. But as I continued to journal, I found these photos from this like time period that I forgot to journal. So what I did was I took some jump rings that you like make jewelry with, and I punched holes and jump ringed them together. So then I had like this flip out. And that was really cool. I really like it. So anyway, more reading photos with my cat laying on me. This shirt that I wore all summer long nonstop. I loved it. And I got it for free, which made it even cooler. Here, I'm really into getting like an eye tattoo eventually. And I'm always finding ones, trying to find like the right one or the right style that I want, and currently I think it's kind of towards this, and I was going to journal about that, but ended up not, and that's alright. One of my friends that I lived with in college moved away, and we had a dog, so this is my dog, and I got to see her for the first time in a year, and I was so excited. She's adorable. And I journaled all about that, of course, so there'll be a lot of dog photos. This was a letter from some Happy Mail that I got, and I really liked the paper it was on, so I just tipped it in there and used the back of it as another mount for the photo. Here, this is a packing list enclosed like thing, and I just attached it and then used it as a pocket. More doggy photos talking about them coming from Colorado to Maine to visit. I just document my summer adventures in this, I think. This is an awesome artist card from Bree. I do artist card swaps with her over at Documented Journey, so you can check that out and see her make that card. And then I just printed out a photo of my card that I made for her and stuck that in there. This is a photo of me journaling in a river, which I forgot to date. More puppy photos. Kyra Pace from Simply Creative Kyra. She sent me a napkin, which I used in my last journal, and then on her live stream she used the same napkin in a page. And it was really cool, and she sent me the photo so I could put it in my journal. This is a little thing she had sent me in the mail with the original napkin that she sent, and I just journaled a little bit about it and put this cool butterfly on there because it matched, and Kara loves butterflies, so just seemed like the thing to do. This page, I guess you could say it's not finished, but it's got stars in teal and Accept the Mystery and some lace stapled onto it as a tab, And I just have this little hairband elastic thing that I think is super cool. And yeah, that's my page. This is another tip-in that I put there. This was a photo of my friend taking a photo, and I just thought that was so cool because I'm weird like that. So I wrote this thing about, you know, photos of people taking photos, how it's the same moment but a totally different perspective, weird crap like that. And then we got shirts at the hotel that I work at, which I wasn't super thrilled about, as you can see from my face. I'm not really a t-shirt girl, but it is what it is. So that was that, and this is just a cutout from a magazine. I had gotten a ton of Happy Mail from people like all at once, and I felt very, very grateful and very overwhelmed at the same time. So I just made a little page about that, wondering how I was going to answer it all in a timely manner. This is a Take 5 challenge, which is something I do with a bunch of lovely ladies every month. So I'll leave that linked so you can check that out. And I just made these circle journaling spots, and I used each one to journal about random things. So like I journal about mystery moths and this house that I drive by in my neighborhood all the time that looks like it has a condemned sign on it, but I can never read it, so I'm always super curious. Playing mini pool, stuff like that. This is just a really cool layered page. I meant to journal down here, but again, never did. I think it's because I don't journal on camera, just because it would be too long for you guys, and then I just don't go back and do it. Plus I have a personal journal, so all this writing gets done in there. This is a cool piece of canvas that I had included into the journal, and I recreated a brick layering technique for you guys in one of my creative weeks, and this is a rub-on. There's a little tab, and then this is another Take 5 challenge, so I'll leave that linked below for you guys as well. This is an awesome time card that I gotten in some Happy Mail, and I wanted to be able to see the time card, so what I did was I stapled a piece of acetate over the top of it to create a pocket so that I could journal on it, and it wasn't just like a random blank card, but I can take the card out obviously and see that. So I thought that was super cool. And then on the other side, just a photo with some journaling. This is an awesome postcard that somebody sent me, and I love it, and I really like how this page came out too. It's just a collage. Most of my stuff is collage anyway, and this awesome gold paperclip. Somebody sent me that, and I absolutely love that. This is just paper layers and an eye. I don't think that that was a Take 5. No, I don't think so. That was just for fun. Then this is a stationery set that Kyra sells over at her shop. So you can get that if you want. I absolutely love it, and I used it in my journal. So what I did was I tipped in the envelope and did a little collage on the front, and then I took the papers that you're supposed to write your letter on or whatever, and I just journaled on them, and then I folded them up, paper clipped them to the photo that went with that day that I was journaling about, and stuck it in the envelope. And I absolutely love it. Love the coloring of it. She has several different sets, so like I said, I'll leave that link so you can check it out. I got some fountain pen inks, so I was just swatching them out here on one of the Goulet Pens cards. This is more just photos and random stuff. And then this was my start of September, so like I said before, this would have been August, this is July, and then this is September. So I have another one of those pocket pages, but I cut the pocket page here after it was already bound into the insert to make like a flippy flip. So I thought that was super cool. It's a little, I don't know, I like interactive things. So there's that, and this is a Project Life card that I made myself with a little collage. This is the other side of that piece of acetate, and it had these floor plans on it, and I just am obsessed with it, so I couldn't put anything on top of it. Here, just another quote with an awesome eye butterfly collage, and you guys seem to love that collage. It's one of my most popular photos on Instagram. Absolutely love this too. Of course, you can see eyes everywhere. More beach days, documenting some happy mail that I got and some amazing tea. Here's just a little tuck spot where I journaled about why I put this photo in here. This is a piece of a tank top that I absolutely love, but it's just too small and too stretched out and too torn up to give away. So I cut it apart and put it in my journal because I just had to. And this is like kind of the point in the journal where I'm over it and I just want to start a new one, and I'm annoyed by this bulk over here. So I just kind of threw this page together. This is a bunch of pictures of one of our cats. Since it was starting to get cooler, she was hanging out with me more and more, sleeping on top of me in bed, hanging out with me outside. And her name is Peanut. That's why it says Peanut there. And yeah, so just a nice, cute little quick page to document that. And this page is just a picture from a magazine that I really, really liked. I'm not quite sure why I like it. Not quite sure why I glued that fireproof safes thing there, but that's what it is, and it makes me happy to look at it. So, and then this is just a piece of acetate that I had in there, and I didn't do anything with that either. And then this actually came in my Dollar Shave Club. They send you like a little reading booklet that you're supposed to put in the bathroom, I guess, but I thought that this color scheme matched this pocket that I had here so well, so I just put that in there. And then here I just have clipped together some big online purchases that I made, like receipts from that, from fountain pens and stuff, and then all of the Happy Mail letters that I received that month that didn't make it like into my actual journal. And that is it, guys. Number 7. I can't believe it. Obviously I'm already working in number 8. I'm gonna have to tape these down so they stay. But I hope you guys enjoyed this flip through and that it gave you some inspiration for some things you could do in your own journal. Give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe so you don't miss any of my future videos. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take care, guys. Bye.